Picture America in the 1920s, the Jazz Age, the Roaring Twenties. It was a decade-long party fueled by explosive optimism. New technologies like the automobile and the radio were changing the world overnight. Factories were humming, cities were booming, and on Wall Street it seemed like the only way was up. For the first time, regular folks could buy stocks, and they did so with gusto. Everyone was chasing the dream of getting rich quick, often using borrowed money, a system called buying on margin. It felt like the prosperity would never end. The economy was a skyscraper, reaching for the clouds. But its foundation was built on sand. The party came to a screeching halt in October 1929. The stock market, which had seemed invincible, began to wobble. Then, on a day that would live in infamy, Black Tuesday didn't just fall. It plummeted. The crash was catastrophic. In a matter of days, more than $200 billion in today's money simply evaporated. Fortunes built over lifetimes vanished in an instant. This wasn't just a stock market crash. It was the beginning of a national nightmare. The Great Depression had arrived. The dominoes fell with terrifying speed. Banks, which had loaned out far more money than they actually had, began to fail. People rushed to withdraw their savings only to find the vaults empty. Thousands of banks collapsed, taking the life savings of millions with them. Businesses, starved of credit and customers, shut their doors. The unemployment rate, once a mere 3%, skyrocketed to an unthinkable 25%. 1 in every 4 working Americans was suddenly without a job. Life across the country became a daily struggle for survival. Families who had owned their homes for generations were thrown onto the streets. Shanty towns, mockingly called Hoovervilles after the president, sprang up in parks and on vacant lots. In the heartland, a severe drought combined with poor farming practices turned the Great Plains into the Dust Bowl. Massive dust storms swallowed entire towns, forcing families to abandon their land and head west, searching for any work they could find. Bread lines and soup kitchens, once a rare sight, now stretched 4 blocks in every major city. America wasn't just broke, it was broken. Hope was a currency scarcer than cash. Then, in 1933, a new voice echoed across the radio waves, promising action and a new deal for the American people. Franklin Delano Roosevelt took office with a mandate for change. He immediately launched a series of bold experimental programs designed to fight the Depression on all fronts. His goal was threefold: relief, recovery, and reform. The Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, put hundreds of thousands of young men to work planting trees and building parks. The Works Progress Administration, the WPA, built roads, bridges, schools, and hospitals, creating millions of jobs and modernizing the nation's infrastructure. The New Deal went even further, reshaping the very fabric of American government and its relationship with its citizens. The Tennessee Valley Authority brought electricity to a forgotten region. Social Security created a safety net for the elderly and the unemployed. To prevent another financial meltdown, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or FDIC, was created to insure bank deposits. And the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, was established to regulate the stock market. These weren't magic bullets, and the recovery was slow and often painful. But for the first time in years, the federal government was actively fighting for the common person. Trust began to seep back into the system. Slowly, painstakingly, America began to heal. The New Deal didn't end the Great Depression overnight, but it laid the groundwork for a stronger, more resilient nation. It redefined the role of government and created systems that protect us to this day. And as the 1930s came to a close, a nation that had been brought to its knees was slowly getting back on its feet. Just in time to face the next great global challenge looming on the horizon, the Second World War. The story of the Great Depression is a stark reminder of how quickly prosperity can vanish. But it's also a powerful testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the human spirit. Thanks for watching. If you found this story compelling, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.